Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and in this video I'll be going over the various discounts and bonuses that are now active in GTA Online as of Thursday the 25th of November 2021. All of these are going to be available for 1 week until Thursday the 2nd of December. The podium vehicle this week is the Vision, which can be won by spinning the lucky wheel in the casino. It's in the Supers class and normally sets you back just over $2.2 million. It's a pretty nice supercar to drive, but it is in the B tier for races, which if you're in a community is a popular selection to limit races to, but means that it can't compete with the top S tier cars. The prize ride this week is the ZR350, which can be won by finishing in the top 5 in pursuit races for 4 days in a row, then claiming it at the LS Car Meet Slam Truck. It's in the sports class and normally costs you just over $1.6 million. Since it's one of the slower cars for tuner races, there's no need to put in the effort to get this, and still we wait for the Comet S2 to be on the Slam Truck, which is the only tuner we haven't seen already. The premium race this week is Business Trip, which is an old style point-to-point race in the city for the Supers class. With the slipstream helping keep up in the first part of the race, you're best off with the Emirates and Krieger here to make the most of the cornering ability in the second half. Also, the regular town trial this week is Vinewood Hills, which you can see being completed later in the video alongside the premium race track, with the RC town trial being Cypress Flats. In terms of regular vehicle discounts, it's a bit lackluster this week with 40% off the Slam Truck, which can be used in utility vehicle races but is outclassed by the Saddler. Both Vito carts, which can now be used in races if the creator enables the carts class. The Patrol Boat, which is one of the slowest boats in the game, and the Weaponized Dinghy, which is exactly the same as a regular dinghy in terms of performance. And that's it for this week. I'll have a lot more to say about this in the discussion segment of the video later on. You can of course find out the lap times, top speeds and tiers of all the vehicles that I've mentioned here by checking out the playlist and video links in the description and pinned comment. In terms of discounts specifically for Amazon Prime Gaming members who've linked their Rockstar Social Club accounts, you'll get nothing as far as I can tell. I've left it long enough at this point that Prime deals would normally have populated into the game and nothing has. Considering it was only the Sanctus last week, I get the feeling these deals might be on their way out. I will update the pinned comment if anything changes, but as of right now, there aren't any Prime discounts this week. But if you do have Prime Gaming and you want to get something useful out of it anyway, make sure you're giving your free subscription to a Twitch streamer each month as well. It doesn't have to be me, but make sure you're giving it to someone as you're basically supporting them with a $2.50 donation without any extra cost to you. Other miscellaneous bonuses this week include double money on yacht missions, kart crash game mode and overtime rumble adversary mode. The Panther statue is also available to steal as part of the Cayo Perico heist, but one time only. There's also 35% off the Kasatka and its upgrades if you still haven't done Cayo Perico yet. In terms of my deal of the week, the Kasatka, I guess. If you don't have it already, you are missing out on the best money-making method in the game when you get all the routes down, and it's basically the gateway to then being able to afford everything else. It's the best investment you can make, and it being 35% off right now is even better. And now it's time for the news and discussion segment of the video where I ramble on for a few minutes about something while you watch me complete this week's town trial and showcase the track for the premium race. And wow, well, we've got some terrible discounts this week, and I would say that that's a trend that we've been seeing for quite a while now for GTA. It seems like Rockstar just don't care about the discounts anymore, and it's just something that they have to do, and they've started to do it every week, and they're just not putting any thought into it. I don't really care what they put out. I'm not even giving anything enticing for people to buy. The heist month started off pretty good, with all the sort of the double money on the original heists, and they did discount some original heist vehicles like the Hydra and things like that. It was, that was a good addition. But then it seems to have gotten worse and worse every week. And this week especially, I expected a lot more vehicles to be discounted, or at least more interesting vehicles. There's so many Cayo Perico vehicles, things like the Alkanost, the Winky, the Squaddy, Toreador, Annihilator Stealth, loads of different things that all could have been discounted that are so much more interesting than what they actually chose to discount, or even put, one of them on the podium in the casino or something like that. It just feels like event weeks have become half-hearted, if even that, quarter-hearted at this point. And a perfect example of this is, and I spoke about it in the video where I finally covered the idea that kart races had been a thing. It just feels like Rockstar missed an opportunity with kart races to release the karts at the same time as kart races in the creator. You know, if it wasn't ready in the creator, then just keep the karts back and release them when it is ready, so that people in the creator community can make races for these brand new vehicles immediately as soon as they're out. Everybody wants to buy them, everybody's getting excited about the fact that there's a brand new thing like karts, and then creators can make those races straight away. And then maybe a week or two later, Rockstar can actually either put some of these kart races into the game for people to use, or you know, just make a post giving some links to some of these races. So that and this is something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do a content creator stream on kart races, because some of the creations I've seen already since they were released have been incredible, and you know, really cool creations that Rockstar should just be putting those into the game for everybody, honestly. But yeah, they could have, you know, had all of that together, then maybe put a discount on the karts at that same time, put them on the podium or whatever, and you know, have everything all happen within close proximity to it to sort of maximize the excitement around these new things. But instead of that, we get karts added to the game that you can do nothing with. Then a year later, we get a weird game mode that is forgotten about in a day, that's, you know, double money right now. Then karts are finally enabled in the creator a couple of weeks after that for people to use in races, but at that point everybody's moved on, you know. It's just such a shame. And then a few weeks after that, they get discounted. Why not just have a bit more cohesiveness to these event weeks? It just feels like they've got none of that. And these heist weeks are certainly towards the end have kind of showed that. And then obviously the discounts themselves have gotten worse, in my opinion. Weird vehicles, the useful stuff is rarely on sale these days. Regular vehicles, you know, legendary motorsport vehicles. I know we had sort of the Flash GT and the Swinger were always vehicles that would always come up as discounts, but at least they were sort of normal cars, you know. We've got 5 vehicles on discount this week. None of them are normal cars, you know. They used to be sort of 10-15 vehicles all on discount, a mix of weaponized, a mix of regular vehicles and some other stuff. We just don't get anything like that. Everything's just gotten so much worse. Nothing is anywhere near as good as it used to be when it comes to these discounts. And obviously the Prime discounts are just laughable at this point. 6 weeks of basically the same discounts with the Z-Type and the Bezra and the Sanctus. And then last week, I actually misspoke in the video because I assumed it was the Z-Type and the Bezra as well, but no, it was just the Sanctus. They basically took 2 items away from the Prime discounts last week and kept the Sanctus on. So, and obviously this week nothing. You know, I don't know whether that's going to change. We'll see. Whether they've just forgotten about it, but the Prime discounts have gotten so much worse as well. Gone are the days where we used to get $1 million every month. Now it's $500,000, and gone are the days where we used to get 80% discounts on things like scramjets. It just doesn't happen anymore. So yeah, it's just, everything's just so lackluster right now, and yeah, it's kind of boring. What is there to really talk about when it comes to these discounts? You know, I'm getting kind of sick of doing these videos because it's all just the same stuff and not very interesting stuff. You know, I brought in the deal of the week thing because yeah, there was a wide variety of vehicles that we used to get discounted, and it was good to sort of be able to pick something out in particular that I could say, oh yeah, that's a great deal, or talk more about some of the cars. Yeah, that's useful for races, but you don't really want that one, but you can get it if you know, it's got a lot of modifications, things like that. There was actually stuff to talk about. Now, 5 vehicles on discount, none of them are really that interesting, and that's it. So, you know, I will be back as usual with another video just like this next Thursday, but let me know what you think about the way that these discount weeks have gone, and the sort of attention that Rockstar have been paying to them, and what they've actually been putting on discount as well. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back next Thursday, the 2nd of December, where we'll go through everything that's changed once again. Hopefully it's something a bit more this time. Feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Thanks a lot for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time.